So last week I met with a client who just moved into a new house, and the previous homeowner had installed a whole lot of DIY smart home stuff in the house. So he had apps to control a lot of different things in his home, but he showed me on his phone and it was like overwhelming the number of different things to control. This is for the garage door, this is for the lights in the basement, this is for the thermostat upstairs. And it was overwhelming and confusing. And he talked about he had kind of living with that stuff for a couple months, he had kind of found out the disadvantages that were frustrating about having a lot of segmented, separate, independent smart home products. So today I want to talk about what are the differences and the advantages of having an integrated smart home system rather than buying a whole lot of independent smart home products. The first one is lots of apps, lots and lots of apps. If you go to Best Buy or Amazon and you buy something to control some lights and some locks and your temperature and your garage doors and other things in your house, if you like that kind of thing and keep adding on, what you'll find is that you're going to end up having a whole page of apps on your phone of 20 different apps that you have to use just to, which one do I go to control, look at that camera or control that door lock? And it gets kind of overwhelming and messy, and you have to have those apps on every phone or tablet that you want to use to control those things. So your tablet or phone, your wife's, your spouse's, your kids, like whoever you want to have access to be able to control those types of things, you have to put all those apps on all those different devices and keep track of them and update them and things like that. And it can just be kind of frustrating and confusing to have 20 different apps for your smart home. If you buy a smart home system that integrates all those things into one system, then the big advantage in my mind is you have one app, and that app lets you control everything in your house. So you can go in and have one easy to use, intuitive experience. You put that one app on every phone or tablet you want to access it through, and it can control everything in your house. It makes it really, really easy. The second thing is with the smart home system, beyond just apps, there are actually a lot of other ways to interact with your smart home. So if you just go buy a bunch of different products, you have a bunch of different apps to control those things, and that's pretty much it. But with a smart home system, you can also have an on-wall touchscreen on the wall in certain areas of your home that lets you, have a dedicated place to go and turn lights up or down or adjust music and control different parts of your home through that. You can also use an universal remote, so mainly for TV, but you can also, maybe you want to adjust lights in the room really quick or turn the thermostat up or down. You can do that without getting up from the couch with the remote that's in your hand. So that's really convenient. You also can even have on-wall keypad buttons. These are great for lighting or quickly changing music or volume or things like that. So you can have those throughout your home as well. And with one button push, adjust, something in the space, which even compared to, having an app in your pocket, is a lot more convenient and a lot more quick to be able to just walk over and hit a button and change the lighting in a room really quickly. And lastly, now with things like Alexa, you can actually use voice control to just tell your house what to do. So just last night, I was washing the dishes. I'm at the sink at the island in the kitchen, and my hands are all soapy and dirty and stuff. And I say, hey, Alexa, and I had to adjust the lights or something. And I do that all the time because it's so convenient. I don't even have to go find an app, unlock my phone, touch a keypad, anything like that. I can just talk and have my home respond to me, and it's pretty great. The third reason to have an integrated smart home system is it can automate things you do every day. So if you go buy, something to control your garage door and your lights and your thermostat with smart home apps, then you have to just independently control those things. They're kind of these little silos by themselves. They don't talk to each other usually. If you have an integrated smart home system like the Control4 system that we use, then those things can talk to each other to automate things you do every day. So for instance, when I go home at night, I push the button in my car to open the garage door, and the garage door, if it's after sunset, it automatically tells lights inside the house to turn on in certain areas if the lights aren't already on, if nobody's home. And that way, my wife and I never have to walk into a dark house. So that's really great. Or with those keypad buttons I mentioned earlier, the last thing I do every single day is I get in bed and I have a little keypad like that on my nightstand, and I hit a button labeled good night. That good night button does everything I needed to do to shut the house down for the night. If doors are unlocked, it locks them. If the garage door is open, it closes it. It arms the security system. It turns off every light, every TV. If music's playing anywhere, it just shuts everything down in the whole house. It's super convenient, so I don't have to walk around turning off lights, making sure the back door is closed downstairs or anything like that. I push one button and total peace of mind. the whole house is shut down for the night. It's really, really great. Being able to have a smart home system like that automates things you do every day. The whole point of having these smart home solutions is to make your life easier and more simple and more convenient. But it's not simpler if you're having to go and swipe through 20 different apps on your phone to find the thing you need to control at that moment. But having an integrated smart home system can automatically do things for you every single day to really make your life a lot easier. The last thing is, the reason to have a smart home system is you can let somebody else deal with the headache of the technology in your house. So if you go to Best Buy and you buy a bunch of stuff, you have to install it yourself, you have to program it yourself, you have to change all the settings and scenes and things like that. And then if and when there is a problem, because we're talking about technology here, you have to fix it yourself too. So you're the one spending your hours on a Saturday afternoon when you'd rather be playing with your kids, having to call tech support for some company to figure out why you can't control your thermostat or your garage door anymore, or why the Wi-Fi signal wasn't good in the bedroom or something like that. If you work with a technology professional like us, then we take care of it for you. So in the beginning, we install the products, we talk to you to see what your needs are for you and your family and what your preferences are and the things how you live in the house and things you do every day. We program the system to automatically do the things that are going to be most suitable for you and your family to make life more convenient. And then if there's a problem, you just call us and we take care of it. In most cases, we can fix it remotely if there's some sort of an issue. And if not, we'll come out and we'll be the one to deal with that problem and fix it for you so you don't have to worry about it. So those are 4 reasons you might want to consider investing in an integrated smart home system instead of buying a bunch of independent smart home products. At the end of the day, the question you have to ask yourself is, do you just want to be able to control a bunch of things in your house from an app? Or do you actually want to have a smart home that can make your life simpler, more convenient, and automate things you do every day?